Welcome to 3D Pass. Now you can use things in digital all over the internet. The Ledger of Things is an open-source Layer 1 decentralized P2P platform for the tokenization of objects and its transformation into digital assets. Let's have a look from helicopter view, how this revolutionary blockchain technology can impact the world we live in. These are two worlds pictured on the screen. The first one is the real world, and the second one's virtual. It could be recognized with the naked eye that there is a similarity between those ones, because of the objects having its replications in both. Natural things come from real, making its way up through to the virtual space. However, the artificial ones are meant to be born in virtual. They come around as some projections and ideas ending up as real objects built on Earth. 3D printing technology facilitates a lot in this way to happen. Not only 3D objects are moving back and forth from real into virtual and vice versa, but also pretty much anything we have ever dealt with. And music would be the best example of it. Any piece of music, once recorded or transcribed into a music sheet, starts living its life in virtual. It could make its path back in real by means of being played by a speaker or some live musicians. Another best example to take would be 2D drawings and art, we used to enjoying in real as well as in virtual. Our brain is smart enough to recognize things in both realities and distinguish them from many others. Dealing with text is not going to be any different in terms of relationships between real and virtual. As such, two given chunks of text would be as much similar to one another as the meaning of each one, in disregards to whether or not any of them has ever been printed. We have to admit that there is always something which makes things similar enough to be recognized by means of either machines or any type of intelligence. Would it be a human intelligence or an artificial one? If we dive a bit deeper, it becomes apparent that the bunch of the object properties is what actually makes it unique. When put together, it can draw this line that will make a path between the real space and virtual reality, so that the object replications get finally tethered with one another. And this is why using recognition technology is so important for the blockchain environment to eventually have become useful. By means of processing, it allows to capture the object distinctive properties and get them transformed into unique sustainable identity called hash ID, which will remain stable even if the object has been slightly changed or damaged after its hash ID was created. The Ledger of Things is the first Layer 1 blockchain implemented the object recognition algorithm, which is utilized for either sealing the blocks or getting the user objects recognized and thus protected from being copied. One of the most significant aspects of the network consensus is the one object equals on asset rule operating within the platform. The protocol, called proof of scan, makes huge difference by tethering possible replications of the object with one another, considering them all to be one single object to the extent of the recognition precision, which neither of the existing blockchain networks can do. Due to the limitations of regular hash functions, they're based on SHA-256, X11, and so forth. All they can verify is the exactness of two arbitrary lines of text or files that has nothing to do with the object properties. For example, it would be enough to change the file containing a 3D model with 1 pixel or byte to make the regular hash function produce completely different output. Even though the object shape wasn't affected, having this different hash would have signaled about the presence of some different object in the system, meaning a copy. By means of leveraging of the recognition function, instead of some regular hash function, original objects can be distinguished from fakes, even if the file containing the object model has been slightly changed. And still, the object can be recognized by its distinctive properties, its shape, image, frequency, melody, and so on. Once having hash ID created as well as the network agreed upon the object authenticity, it wouldn't be an issue to turn it into a single back non-fungible token or share token, which is fungible, at least in virtual. From this point, the asset becomes available for trading, which opens the door to potential trillions in deals all over the globe. We hope you'll enjoy our initiative and join 3D Pass community as a DApp developer, investor, miner, creator, or contributor of any kind. Thanks for watching, and welcome to 3D Pass.